What's up, War Report family? It's halftime of Auburn Penn State. Let's talk about it. Guys, it's halftime. Penn State 14, Auburn 6. Some good, some bad. Let's jump right into this. If you are watching this and you want to chat, be a member. So let's jump right in, guys. What's going on? What did we see in this first half?
What didn't we see?
Ups and downs, good and bad, all of it mixed up in between. Just a casserole of a game, man. We're moving the ball. That's good to see. I need to see more Tank. I said that before the game. When he gets the ball in his hands, special things happen. We need more of Tank in this game. We're just not making a lot of big plays. Particularly, we've got a big play towards the end of the half, but we're just losing a turnover. The battle, like for the third straight game, we have multiple turnovers. And we already said that we can't beat Penn State if we're turning the ball over like that. Like drive killers on drives where we're moving the football. We left points on the board because of turnovers.
Right.
That's hurting us. We got to stop that, and we need to create some. It would help if we created some turnovers on the defensive side as well. So it's kind of the same thing in week 3. We're losing the ball, but we're not getting the ball back either. We're getting some stops, but we need some turnovers.
B, what'd you see?
Yeah, everything C said plus some. Finley looks like he is 1 week into a job where he said he had 2 years of experience, but he really learned the class online on YouTube for a month and then faked it through the interview. You see that he understands pretty much what he should be doing, but he also doesn't know how to do some of the most important things. Waiting too long in the pocket for something to open up, throw it away. It's probably a gift and a curse that he's not afraid to get hit in the pocket because he holds it way too long because he's not afraid for the rush to come. And it wasn't that he was afraid and threw that pick. It was that he let the rush get to him before he threw it away. Pick. So even if it wasn't a bad read or a bad throw, it was still a bad decision that resulted in a turnover. Shed, that turnover from Shed, like we got an opportunity here, man. TJ makes 2 good throws to Javarius Johnson, gets us pretty much to midfield, and then you put the ball on the turf. Like that's
self-inflicted. Yep.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
Now I said in the pregame that I thought maybe we see Calzada and he throws a couple touchdown passes. I'm sorry about how we might get there, but I think there's a chance we see Calzada in the second half. I Am Hop says Troxel getting worked the whole half. I'm not going to lie, like he is, but offensive line is not the reason we're losing this game.
Yeah, I agree.
O-line is not the reason we're losing this game.
Right.
JT Martin, I've been at work all day, so I've seen bits and pieces, but what I have seen has not been pretty. What is going on, y'all? Well, what's going on is you got inside the red zone. You didn't convert. You gave up a chance to get points with a really disappointing interception that should have just been a throwaway and a chance for Carlson to make like a 49-yard field goal. Just missed opportunities, I think, is the name of what we're talking about. Joe Kyle says 10 quarters, 6 turnovers, and we do not have a first-string SEC QB on the roster. Hold off on this until we've seen Calzada. I don't. Like there's some things they're gonna have to do something in the second half. Now, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention it looked like TJ Finley maybe has a left shoulder. Is it left shoulder or right shoulder?
Right. It looked like it was right.
Right shoulder injury. So we'll see how they manage that at the half. Whether he can go and whether they put Robbie Ashford out there or let Calzada get a shot at it. So guys, halftime is short when we do these things. If you're watching, jump into the comments here. Feel free to super chat. If you cannot chat, it's because you're not a member. William Holloman says 71 sit-em unacceptable. Yeah, I mean, you just can't beat yourself in a game like this. You can't.
Right.
You can't beat yourself in a game like this. So that's
puzzling considering it was him. Like if anyone should know better, it should be you. In that
for sure, right. For sure. I mean, the glass half full is this is a 1-score game.
Yeah.
And they deferred, so they get the ball back at the half.
Yeah.
What they come out and the tone that they set offensively to start the first half, I think is going to be really important. What do you guys think we see coming out of the half here offensively?
Tank.
I mean, I mean, we're gonna see Tank in one form or another. I don't think we're seeing the wrong personnel. So at the end of the field goal that we had, the last field goal that we had, there was a play. It didn't really look like it was a great design play, but upon reviewing it, a couple people pointed out that Coy Moore was wide open in the end zone on that play, but TJ dumped it down the shed. Shed couldn't quite get there. It would be very discouraging, and I didn't see it in live action, if we're having a situation where the coaches are scheming something up and the guy who has the most command of the offense isn't seeing the field enough to get a wide open guy the ball. Again, that's shades of what we had with the last guy. And that's something I don't want to duplicate here. Now, this is TJ's really first stiff test against a quality opponent. I'm not surprised that he's seeing some things he didn't see. I'm not surprised that he even has some trepidation. You got to see the field, though. Seeing the field for especially what Brian Harsin and co have been building as a pro-style offense, you have got to see the field. And when guys get open, you got to hit them, because that's how you start getting those sideline conversations that aren't happy, the wide receivers dragging their way while they're on the bench, because you don't want to put guys who are out there working out of their way for nothing. Hit them, reward them. If they're winning, you got to find them, man. If we have somebody on the roster who can do it, yes, I want to see it. I don't think it's impossible for TJ, but if he's not ready today, and it doesn't look like he's quite ready today, even though he's done some good things, he has scrambled well. He climbed the pocket to complete a beautiful pass downfield, which is the first time we've seen that from a quarterback in quite some time here. It's like you see the promise, and then you see the negative right after. I don't know. Do you stick with that? Do you go to the next guy who has less command, maybe more promise? I don't know. What do you do?
Yeah, consistency is the name of the game here.
The problem with TJ is he'll make, of the 6 plays, he'll make 5 really good plays, and then will make a turnover-worthy play, which results in an actual turnover, and it just negates the whole other 5 plays he's made. That's been the frustration with him. Considering if he's healthy coming back out, he has to eliminate that one play. It may not be, it could be a throwaway. It could be you scrambling. It could be you taking a sack. Things of which he's done in this game. You can't make turnover-worthy plays in a game like this with so much on the line.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, the conversation of he looked good until has to just stop, right? Like,
right.
The consistency is what makes a good team. I thought that the interception at the end of the half, again, the interception was inexcusable. Just throw the ball away, or take the sack. But there was no man in the area, so I don't know why that ball was thrown. John Brandon says we are our own worst enemy, cleaning it up. And I agree. Amani Smoot, I don't understand, if we're going to run near the goal line, why not put Ashford in? We still win big, though.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a lot of that.
Joshua Jordan, unless TJ is hurt, I think they need to ride him. The defense knows what to expect from Robbie, and I think it throws TJ out of rhythm. This is going to be a point of discussion here after this one, is about the rhythm of the quarterbacks. B, you've talked about this. Ed Darby, on the first attempt at a touchdown, the outside post was open, but he has to read it pre-snap, which he is not good at. Cannot really disagree there. Erica Scandal, thank you for the super chat. Penn State O-line is holding bad with no calls.
It looks like Eku's getting more than he's being acknowledged for here, because he's getting held a lot. And that's a little discouraging, but it's a Big Ten ref crew, so it's maybe not completely surprised.
For sure, definitely. Jazzy Joe, appreciate you, my brother. I can't hear y'all, but I'm about to punch. That's a Birmingham mumble right there for you. I'm so frustrated, War Damn Eagle. I think a lot of people share your frustration.
Don't punch nobody, Jazzy.
I want to thank Sam Montoya for joining as a member. A couple more chats here. Dave says, putting in Robbie Ashford stopped the momentum, and TJ had to make long third downs. Now, listen, he has some impressive third down conversions.
Yes.
LOL at Penn State for letting TJ run for a first down on 3rd and 14. They're gonna get some crap for that in the film review after this one. And last, Big Dog War Eagle. This is hard to watch. Offensive line horrible. Don't even to say anything about QB play. Defense horrible. We couldn't get a sack or a turnover if they gave it to them. Yeah, it's frustrating, guys. Definitely. More super chats.
I think it's a little harsh. I'm going to say the defense has been horrible, but we need turnovers.
Right.
Yeah, we do.
I have to ask, though, through 2.5 games, is Calzada that bad? No, I don't think he is. Why haven't we seen him at all? You might get your wish in the second half. I think it's worth noting. Note the second half here. Note the second half here. William Holloman, if TJ is hurt, do we see Ashford or Calzone? I think we call up Pizza Hut for a Calzone here in the second half for sure. Cleveland Brown, first half offense equals Murphy's Law. My guy.
If it can happen.
Yeah. Guys, this is lots of chats. We appreciate the super chats here. Our guy Ike is at the game. He says AU is leading in every stat, including
turnovers. Yeah.
Turnovers.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right. I see what he did there. I was like, wait, what? We are? No. We're losing that. But yes. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, these are a lot of self-inflicting wounds. I don't feel like they're the better team right now. Or maybe they are because they're not making those mistakes in Auburn is. So that's another way of looking at it. But this is the winnable game. You get the ball coming out of the half, you score, and you've got a 1-point game, or depending on if this is Big Balls Brian, you have a tie game. So we'll see how that goes. Cody Jones says, I'm tired of the deer in the headlights offense. It's tough, man, because they're moving the ball. Right. They are moving the ball. But I'm really at this point here, guys, where I mean, I'm not laying this first half at TJ's feet, but it might be time for a change. We'll see how they do. Anon Rush coming through with the membership. We appreciate you coming through, bro. Know him from the Locked On Discord. Anon says, why every time an opposite QB gets nearly killed, he comes back and plays lights out?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Great observation. The Wolf says, how does TJ not throw that out to Coy Moore? I missed this. So I'm going to go back and cut this film after, but I missed this and everybody's talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't see it real time. I didn't see Coy Moore on that play real time. So I want to go back and see as well to see if he just outright missed him.
And actually, I know Coy Moore was in the end zone, but Hunter was actually running open.
Yeah, it looked like he was crossing.
Well. Yeah. It's like he just went with the first underneath read on that play.
And again, that's more of what we thought we were getting out of with Brian Harsin on offense and a pro style offense is you are reading the entire field. You know what all your plays are. That's what they talked up TJ's maturity. He knows the plays. He knows what the reads are. So we want to see some of that translate. I didn't want to see him throw the safest thing if there was something else open. So I want to go back and see that as well.
For sure. Guys, you're watching the pregame halftime show, Auburn versus Penn State. This is brought to you by Prize Picks. Can you guys get that? Yeah. PrizePicks.com. Use code REPORT to get the 100% match on that first deposit. And if you're trying to chat, be like Anon. Get yourself a green name by becoming a member, supporting our work. We appreciate everybody who does that. You can also give the gift of the War Report by gifting a membership from a desktop. Hit that gifted membership button. They will choose a member at random. Somebody who interacts with the channel at a high level is most likely to get that. We're seeing the membership numbers climb, so we appreciate everybody for doing that. We're about 15 minutes here into halftime. Quickly before we get ready for the second half, what does Auburn have to do in the second half to come out with the win?
Man, you know what? We're not that far away. We're frustrated because we've been seeing opportunities. We are not that far away. The offense looks like a real offense until somebody makes a mistake. It's been TJ. It's been Shed, but there have been a lot of really good moments, whether they were third down conversions, really big runs from TJ on third down. We've seen some amazing catches from both Javarius and Landon King. We're seeing the pieces here. They have to put it all together. And honestly, unless he's injured, it has to be TJ Finley because he's who we have seen the most from. He's showing promise. The decisions have to be quicker and they have to be better. And we're there. Can he do that? I don't know. My guess is just as good as anybody else's. But if he can do that, we are a completely different football team on offense, and we look great.
Caesar, TJ 11 for 17 for 152 yards and an interception. Auburn has outgained Penn State 233 yards to 207. What do you need to see in the second half to get the W?
Consistency. We need consistency. We can't get down into the red zone, stall out, or we can't have what appears to be a good drive and penalties start rolling in or turn the ball over. We can't, and that's the frustrating part when we say that it doesn't appear as though Penn State's the better team. A lot of the issues we've had in this game has been self-inflicted. Penn State's just been the beneficiary of our inconsistency. If we get consistent and sustain our drives, finish drives, we'll see some improvement in the second half.
Yeah. Agreed. Auburn has work to do in the second half, guys. We are approaching the end of halftime. I want to thank everybody for joining us. This is the pregame show brought to you by prizepicks.com. Visit prizepicks.com. Use code REPORT to get 100% on that match, guys. And become a member so that you can chat with us in the postgame. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot to talk about after this one. Help somebody else join the conversation by gifting a membership. So I want to give, before we get back to this, I want to give everybody a quick chance. Do we want to adjust our final score predictions now at the half?
So we got 6. No, 24. You know, it's still possible. No, 24 is not possible. It would be 23. 23-20 would be the same.
I don't care about the score. No, I still got Auburn winning.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, just do it.
Yep. Yeah. My prediction's definitely not happening. So maybe we get that 24-21 win. Everybody thinks it's coming, guys. We're going to be back.
Get your gummies. Get your gummies ready. By the way.
Hit up the Rogue Shop for your gummies on this one, guys. We'll see you guys in the post game. As always, thanks for joining us. War Eagle.
War Eagle.